Very good morning, everybody. Welcome to the next session of mathematics and hope you all are doing good. Today we are going to learn about a new concept, that is factors and common factors. Okay? Yes. So, without any further delay, let us move ahead to today's topic. So students, we already know what factors are, right? That's what we studied in our previous grades. Let's revise the concept by observing how Ben is arranging 30 small squares in different ways to make rectangles. So this is the first arrangement. All 30 squares are arranged in one row. The length of the rectangle obtained is 30 units and the corresponding width is 1 unit. So we can write it as 1 times 30 is equal to 30. So now let's see the second arrangement. All 30 squares are arranged in 2 rows, such as 15 squares in each row, right? The length of the rectangle obtained is 15 units and the corresponding width is 2 units. We can thus write this as 2 times 15 is equal to 30. Okay? For the third arrangement, Ben has arranged all 30 squares in 3 rows such that there are 10 squares in each row. Correct? The length of the rectangle thus obtained is 10 units and the corresponding breadth or the width is 3 units. We can write 3 times 10 is equal to 30. In the fourth arrangement, all small 30 squares are arranged in 5 rows as 6 squares in each row. The length of the rectangle obtained is 6 units and the corresponding breadth is 5 units. So we can write 5 times 6 is equal to 30. So we have seen that Ben has arranged the 30 small squares in 4 different ways as 30 is equal to 1 times 30, 30 is equal to 2 times 15, 30 is equal to 3 times 10, 30 is equal to 5 times 6. Correct? Now try dividing 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15 and 30 by 30. Every time you will get the remainder as 0. Hence, it can be concluded from this arrangement that 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10, 15 and 30 are the factors of 30. Now, what does this word factor really mean? Let us find it out in the next slide. So, let's now define factor. The factor of a number is the exact divisor of that number. That is, on dividing the number with its factor, we will get 0 as a remainder. So there are 2 ways of finding factors. They are multiplication facts and direct division. So let's now understand each of these methods one by one. Finding factors by multiplication facts. We can find factors of a number by checking for the multiplication facts of that number. Let's try to understand this definition with the help of an example. Find the factors of 32. For this, check the times table in which the number 32 comes. 32 comes in the times table of 1. 1 multiplied by 32 is equal to 32. 32 comes in the times table of 2. 2 multiplied by 16 is equal to 32. 32 comes in the times table of 4. 4 multiplied by 8 is equal to 32. Now we will have to stop calculating here, as the numbers will even be the factors of 32 when the numbers get reversed. Hence, we can say that the numbers 1, 2, 4, 8, 16 and 32 are the factors of 32. Okay? I hope you have understood it. If not, please go back and replay the video. So, now let's find the factors of 144 using the multiplication facts. Now, we have to check the times table in which the number 144 comes. It comes in the times table of 1. It comes in the times table of 2. It comes in the times table of 3. It comes in the times table of 4. It comes in the times table of 6. It comes in the times table of 8. It comes in the times table of 9. It comes in the times table of 12. We can stop calculating till here, as the numbers can be the factors when they are reversed. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 12, 16, 18, 24, 36, 48, 72 and 144 are the factors of 144. Okay? Yeah. Now, let's see how to find the factors of a number using direct division. Let's observe the division of 45 by 3, 5, 15 and 45. So when we divide the number 45 by 1, 3, 5, 15 and 45, we get the remainder as 0. So since 1, 3, 5, 15 and 45 are the exact divisors of 45, that is, they are getting the remainder as 0, so we can say that these numbers are factors of 45. So we have found out that direct division is also another kind of method which is used for finding the factors. Okay? Yeah. So now we learned how to find the factors of a number using two different methods. Right? The multiplication facts and the direct division method. Now, have you observed anything common between these two? Have you observed anything common between these two methods? Yes, it can be seen that 1 can be the smallest factor of any given number. The number itself is the greatest factor of any given number. Okay, so I repeat, 1 is the smallest factor of any given number. The number itself is the greatest factor of any given number. So now let's indulge in some brainstorming questions. So the first question for you, the number 6 has 4 factors. 1, 2, 3 and 6. Right. Now you're going to find any other single digit number that has exactly 4 factors. Second question. Write down 2 factors of 45 that total up to 14. So, what are all the factors of 45 you are going to find out, and then in the factors of 45 you are going to find any 2 factors, 2 numbers or factors of 45 that add up to 14. Okay? Now third question for you, which of the following number is a factor of 57? So here I have given 5 numbers, 15, 16, 17, 18 and 19. So in these 5 numbers, you are going to find out which number is a factor of 57. Fourth question, find 6 different factors of 60 that add up to 60. Write down the factors of 60. Then pick any 6 numbers that add to 60, that give the total sum as 60. Okay? Yes. Try to crack these sums. pause the video and try to work out these sums, and in the next slide we'll see the answers. Please rectify your answers with that of these solutions. Yes. Are all your answers correct? Very good. Super. Good job. Common factors. A whole number which is a factor of two or more other numbers is called a common factor of those numbers. Now let's find the common factors of 32 and 40. Factors of 32 are 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. Factors of 40 are 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, 10 and 40. Now here, as you can see that 1, 2, 4 and 8, these four numbers are the common factors for both the numbers 32 and 40. These two numbers come. So it can be said that the numbers 1, 2, 4, 8 are the common factors of 32 and 40. Okay, so these are the common factors of 32 and 40. And also 1 is the only number which is a common factor of any two whole numbers. I repeat, a whole number which is a factor of two or more other numbers is called a common factor of those numbers. Okay? Yeah. Now friends, I have another set of questions for you. So, you're going to tell me whether the given statements are true or false. 1 is the only number which is a common factor of any two whole numbers. Second question for you, 10 is a common factor of 10 and 15. Third question, there is no common factor of 19 and 23. Fourth question, the common factor of 34 and 17 is 17. 11 is a common factor of 77 and 55. So, think and tell me whether these statements are true or false. Shall we check the answers? Yes? Okay, we'll check the answers. Wow! So these are the correct answers. Please verify your answers, and if all are correct, if you say your all answers are correct, good job. So now let us have a quick recap of what we learned in today's video. We learned what is a factor, right? What is a factor? The factor of a number is the exact divisor of that number. That is, on dividing a number with its factor, we will get remainder as 0. 1 is the smallest factor of any given number. The number itself is the greatest factor of any given number. A whole number which is a factor of two or more other numbers is called a common factor of those numbers. Thank you all for watching the video. I hope this video would have been very useful to you, and you must have understood all the concepts very well. And I'm sure this video was quite interesting and informative, isn't it? So, if you say you like this video very much, please hit the like button and please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tejas Education and Learning. Thank you for watching the video. We'll be posting new videos soon. So, Let's stay connected by subscribing to this YouTube channel, Tejas Education and Learning.